Yeah. What is good, everybody? Welcome back to the Not for Nothing podcast, episode 16. I am your host, Dame, aka Devil's Advocate. My co-host Agnes, aka E, is in the building.
Hmm.
Man, we got a lot going on this episode. Druski strikes again. The NBA Finals. Oh
That
boy.
comeback.
Midterm elections is looking crazy for the Dems. We're gonna get into some road rage and so much more. Before we get into it, how you been doing?
I've been doing.
Yeah,
I've been doing. Yeah, it
just
was a
doing.
pretty chill week. I went back to the office this Monday. 'Cause, I was on vacation and I only worked Thursday and Friday, but I worked from home.
Mm.
So to them, it felt like I was gone forever. So, it was good to be back. I don't When I'm at work, I don't like being at work, but when I'm not at work for a while and I go back to work, I'm like, hey guys.
You miss seeing the people.
Yeah, it's
That's
dope.
what's up.
How about you? What's
Yeah.
up with you?
Nah, been chill week, chill weekend. Didn't really get into anything other than watching the Knicks, but we're gonna talk about that a little later.
We gonna talk about that
Oh, we're
for
gonna talk
sure.
about that. So, last week we talked about graduations and it's the summertime now, um and so I thought it would be important to mention a source for these kids to utilize throughout the summer because 30% of school kids depend on school to get breakfast and lunch. And so a lot of schools throughout Florida um offer breakfast and lunch in the summertime. So if
That's
you
so
need,
dope.
yeah, if you need to, and other places as well as local schools, some YMCA's, some boys and girls clubs. So if you don't know what's going on in your area, you can check out www. Here, I'm gonna put it back on the screen again. www.summerbreakspot.org. If you don't have access
So
to the internet, you can also
what?
just dial on your phone 211.
So on both the 211 number and this website, it gives you a list of locations where they offer the free food.
So on the website, it gives you a place to put in your address, and it'll pull up everything in within your community that's offering breakfast and lunch for these kids. And
That's
it's
so
kids
dope.
for 18 and under. So all kids
Wow,
all the way up to 18 years old can get
that's
breakfast and
amazing.
lunch throughout the summer. So I just wanted to make sure we put that information out there for the
Oh, that's
people.
awesome.
Yep.
That's an awesome way to start. I appreciate you for that.
Yeah, man. Yo, did you, speaking of things going on this week, did you feel the earthquake?
So let me explain something. I was at the office, and every once in a while, we always feel like a vibration on our building. I don't know why. We think that maybe it's the elevators, but every once in a while, we feel a little vibration. So we don't think anything of it. But my homegirl, she felt this so bad that like it put everybody in a panic. In fact, one of my coworkers, his wife works for a hospital, and they sent all of them home from like the feel of the earthquake because there were some places that they felt that shit hard. Like they felt it
Yeah.
like for real, for real. I think that is the first time in my life that I lived through an earthquake. Like I didn't feel it, and maybe I
I
did, and I just didn't think about it. But that shit's wild.
I don't know if we could quite classify that as living through an earthquake. I mean, we are 380 miles away from it,
But
but we
have we felt
definitely
it here
we definitely felt it here. That was the biggest earthquake in this area since
in history,
1880.
right?
Not in history. Well, actually, it wasn't history. The last one closest to this size was 6.0. So this was just a little bit bigger.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's going all the way back to 1880. So, uh, you know,
That's crazy.
definitely
But
within several
at least we
lifetimes.
didn't have any tsunami tsunami warnings because that's every time there's an earthquake, that's what worries me.
You're
Like
right.
I
That
think
that's
it's Thailand
that
that gets them bad.
they the I think it was either the day before or the day after. Philippines had one, and they had a
I saw
tsunami.
that.
Yeah,
They have that's crazy. I saw a video of a grandma running in to grab her grandkid during the earthquake, and she sheltered him. That was scary, and I think a couple of people died from that earthquake too. The one in the Philippines.
yeah, it looked pretty bad. I I the closest I've been was back in like it was either '05 or '06. There was a huge earthquake in India, and I was in Afghanistan at the time, which was like roughly 1,000 miles away. And the earthquake was so bad that it was shaking the building I was in 1,000 miles away.
Wow,
Yeah,
wow.
like knocking stuff off the walls, shaking.
Oh, so that bad for real, for real. Now, see,
Yeah,
I'm
there
good.
was
If
there's no
if
question
there's
about what was going
anything
on.
that scares me the most that are natural like disasters are tornadoes. Those motherfuckers scare the shit out of me. Earthquakes and tsunamis. Hurricanes, eh, but tornadoes
Listen,
and fucking
I don't fuck with
earthquakes.
any of them. I don't fuck with the earth opening up. I don't fuck with the wind on the land or on the water. I don't fuck with none of that shit. Get
Bro,
me
but
out
if
of
I
here.
had to deal with one out of all three, I would be cool with a hurricane over a tornado any day.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah. And I'd rather a earthquake over a tsunami any day.
Nah, you really bugging. A
Bro,
earthquake over a tsunami. I mean, what they
a
a
tsunami, you
earthquake,
fuck. Like the water's coming to you. You can't run from that. Like an earthquake,
yo.
I mean,
The earthquake, the fucking ground is opening.
I
Like
know, I know. That's scary if you fall through
buildings,
the crack.
buildings falling. Like what? What are we talking about?
But
At least in the
tsunami,
tsunami, you got a chance to float on some shit if you know how to swim.
nah, it's taking buildings with you. You get hit in the impact of one of
Yeah,
those things that's listen.
that's true. That's true too.
I
I
don't
don't
fuck with
know.
that. And then
I'm
and
not.
then it's bringing sharks with you, bitch. Bye. Like I'd
Yeah, I'm
rather I'd
not even.
rather
Not
I'd rather
even
fall through a crack. Like I'm so good. I don't want to. The panic just in that scares shit out of me.
yeah, that is a little
Anyway,
crazy. Anyway,
did
damn.
you feel it? You didn't feel it?
I was driving when it happened, so no, I didn't feel it. I didn't feel
How
it.
you
It
know you
was
were
like
driving? Like
because it was
how do you
like at
know it
2 o'clock on
during
the
that
dot.
time?
I know what time it happened at. It happened at 2 o'clock.
That's crazy.
I was working,
That's
so I know
crazy. That's
I was on the
to me.
road.
That's even scarier.
If I
Driving
was
through
closer
no,
to it,
see,
I mean,
mm-mm.
if we were closer to it, then yeah, that'd be pretty scary. But we were 300 miles away from not the strongest earthquake in the world.
Listen, I already have a hard time accepting the fact that we're getting to a point where we feeling earthquakes.
Yeah, it
I don't
doesn't
like
normally
that.
happen on this side of the on this side of the
I don't
country.
like that.
So, and
It
on top of
snowed
that,
in the winter, and
well, they also, that you were talking about tornadoes. Tornado Valley has shifted, so now
yep. So it's more north to Florida. Yep, I saw
it,
that. I saw that.
it includes Central Florida now.
Ain't that? See, I'm
So now we got to deal with tornadoes, hurricanes, and fucking earthquakes. Yo, pack it up. It's time to get out of here.
yo facts. Fuck out of here.
Yo,
Shit.
it's
I don't
time
know which
to
one is worse.
go.
Oh my god. How bad was it in Cuba? Did anybody die? Like, was it a fatal earthquake?
No, I didn't hear anything like that. I mean, it was off the coast of Cuba, in between Cuba and Mexico, like the Yucatan Peninsula. So I didn't hear
Okay.
of
'Cause I know the
anything like
Philippine
that.
one was pretty bad. Well,
Yeah, that one was pretty bad. Um, it was funny you talked about a tsunami, and I just thought about being on the beach when it comes in, and then what would happen? Just merging two topics together. Imagine a nude beach having a tsunami. That'd be crazy.
bro, that's terrible. Then you got fucking penises flopping all over the place, and you gotta Get bum rushed by water and listen. Nah, see, I can't. I'm good on that.
Yeah,
I,
me
I'd
too.
rather be. I'd rather be. I'd rather be anywhere but a fucking nude beach when a tsunami hits, bro. I'm good on that. You know, when I was a kid, my parents, when I was still living in New York, my parents took us to vacation on to Miami, and we went to South Beach, and we were in an area. I remember we was in this beach area, and we needed to use the restroom, so they were like, "Oh, you gotta go, turn left over there and past the dog park area, and the bathroom's over there." So me and my cousins, we all go, and we passed the dog park, and then we looking, we're talking and looking from the beach, and I'm like, and I start to see like what it looks like, people with skin looking bathing suits. So I'm like, why would they wear bathing suits that match their skin? Like, and as I'm walking closer, and the woman turns around, full blown bush. So I'm like, oh shit, she's naked. So like me and my cousins was like, "Ah," yeah, I was like 12, 13. We're like, oh my God, what the fuck? They're naked. Oh my God. Like so many people. And it just hit us. And I didn't think that my parents or our aunts and uncles knew that if we went down that way to that bathroom, that we was gonna run into a whole hell of naked people. So imagine me at 12 years old, and they just free balling like with their kids holding hand, the normalest thing in the world. That was
That's
the
a little
first time I've
crazy.
ever seen that shit. The first time ever.
Have you ever
Have
had
you?
any? No, I've never had any experiences at a nude beach nor resort. Nah.
Do you know anybody that lives in one? Because over here, there's a lot of them.
Yeah, we got quite a few in our area. I've met people. I can't say I know people personally that have, but I've met people that have attended these.
So you remember like years ago when I used to work at Verizon, right? I worked not on the cell phone side of services, it was residential services. So, we would install services for locations, whatever. And then we had a tech on site that, would go, and if he had to like install the fiber optic, he would go to the actual location. And one of the locations was one of the, I'm not gonna say the name, but you're gonna know which one it is. It's off Carewood, like North Del Mabry.
Mm.
And he was like, he calls us in the middle of his installation, and he from the truck, and he's like, bro, I'm at a nude resort, like everybody, this bitch is naked. So the guys are like, oh, look at you. And he's like, nah, they're not. They're all like older
That's all
people.
old people in that area.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
mad old people, and then just like everybody walking their dogs, mowing the grass, walking around. It's a whole little
I didn't know there
community.
was one there in that area.
Yeah, there's two.
I know they're up north, kind of going by where you live. Not as far as where you live, but up that way, like 54, 52,
Yeah.
up
So
there, bro.
there's two. Yeah, it's North Carolina. There's one. Should I say the name? Doesn't matter. I mean, they can Google it.
They
There's
exist.
Caliente, and then there's Paradise, and both of them are like not too far from me. But Caliente
Yeah,
is the one that, yeah, and it wasn't like such a great community. It's just people
yeah.
that's their lifestyle.
It's
Regular
wild.
people work regular jobs, but when they get to their community, no clothes
They be
at all,
riding
not even
around.
socks.
They be riding around in the golf carts, sitting on their
Yeah,
balls. It's crazy.
yeah. I can't even imagine. I can't even. So then a little now, it's common. Like, so these people, we've closed a lot of locations. So a lot of people from north and south were coming to our location, and we run into a family. It was a lady and her dad, and they were older, and she was taking care of her dad, and that was their lifestyle. And she was just like, it's normal. Like, we don't give a shit. We just rather not wear clothes. It's nature. It's how we supposed to be living, and we're just too afraid to live that way. And yeah, yeah, not if you saw this woman and her dad, there
See,
would be no way in hell you want to
that's
want.
where it would get a little strange for me. Would be like with family and shit. Like I
Yeah, well,
don't
there's family because that's how it was on the beach. It was a family. It was mad families with their kids. and that was
Nah,
normal to them.
that's, that's, that's where I draw the
Yeah,
line.
I just don't understand. Like, I don't understand. Listen, there's so much shit. There's so much shit of so many different
I'm all the
lifestyles.
way down with no clothes, but again, like not at a family event. That this we're not making this a family affair. That's wild as hell. Yeah, one
Well,
of my
that
favorite,
yeah.
huh? One of my
No, go
favorite
ahead.
TV shows is Naked and Afraid. And I swear I would go, when you go, they send you in the jungle, like different
So it's
parts of the
like a
world.
survival shit. Yeah.
You got to survive out there for 21 days, butt ass naked. Like I would do this shit. I'm all about that survival shit. The only thing keeping me from like ever submitting for it is you can't wear shoes. I have to have shoes. I
You
can't
gotta be
work out.
barefooted too.
Yeah,
Or unless you make your own sandals. 'Cause I seen some people
I've
make their own clothes out of leaves and shit and their own
I've,
shoes and
I've
shit.
I've seen that, but it just depends on where they put you. Like, hopefully, they put you somewhere where there are leaves big enough to make a fucking shoe. But
So they picked the location.
yeah, there's different locations all around the world.
Mm.
Sometimes
I've
it'd be
seen that, and
cold,
I
sometimes it'd be
mean,
hot, sometimes it'd be rainy season.
I don't know if I can eat bugs. Every time I see that, that's. I mean, I guess when you're put in that position and you gotta like survive,
Man, when you
you
gotta
don't even think about
survive,
it. I guess, but bro,
you'll
man,
you'll get to the point where your ribs start touching each other. You'd be like, yo, that bug don't look that bad. That's what 2 grams of protein right there. Yeah, I'm gonna try
ew,
that.
that's so gross. Ew, I
Uh,
can't.
I mean, but
Yeah, I've seen that, and I've seen
just
them get
depending
sick,
on,
bit by shit, and everything. I've seen all
yeah,
that. That's scary.
yeah, that's the part that because like I don't do good with itching either. Like a regular mosquito bite, I scratch it till it's an open wound. Like I can't itch at all. I would rather the pain of
Do
open
they have
skin.
medics on site? Do you think, like, if
Yeah,
things
they
got
do.
real bad?
No, they
Okay.
don't. But if you
Well,
call
I
a
guess that
medic,
gives
you
me.
out. You tap out the game.
But what if you don't have a choice? What if you got like hurt real bad and they have to take care of you? And
You out.
that's crazy,
Yeah. You didn't survive. You didn't survive on your own for 21 days. You out.
bro.
One day I'm gonna do it. One day I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, I can't
Yeah.
because they put you with somebody you don't know and y'all both naked. And
Yeah.
sometimes y'all gotta sleep and give each other body heat. Like I've seen all that.
Listen,
And I have a problem with BO. We've had this conversation. And motherfuckers can't take a shower. They can't fucking they don't have soap,
you're
no
not gonna have a
deodorant.
problem with BO in this situation. You gonna have your own BO.
I know. Hell no. Listen, just kill me. I'm good. Like I'd rather die. I'd rather not. I
Nah,
can't.
I like the challenge. I like the survival challenge. Living off the
That's because you've been
land.
in the service, so you're like prepared for that type of shit. I
Somewhat,
mean,
a
I
little bit.
think if shit hit the fan and we go through some shit here in the world, and now we for real needing to survive, I think that my mother instincts will kick in. But if I didn't have kids,
Mother
man, I'm dead.
instincts. Mother instincts ain't gonna cut it out. Yo, you got to know like the shapes of leaves to identify like if shit's poisonous or not. Colors, berries you can't eat. Like,
Well, I have to learn.
yeah, what?
I'm gonna have to wipe my ass with poison ivy to figure out the fact that I can't use that shit. Like so, because how I'm gonna know? I'm gonna have to figure shit out.
That's the thing. You gotta know what poison ivy looks like. You gotta know what poison oak looks like. You gotta know what these things look like.
How you gonna know if you don't study it? Who's sitting here studying leaves, and some shit hits the fan, and now we surviving. We're gonna look it up or not,
I
and we got
think
no internet.
well, I think people that are doing these shows are into that type of shit. Like my mom used to send me to summer camp every year when I was a kid, and these were things that we learned in summer camp was how to identify like these different things. And I was as in
That's
camp as a
dope.
kid. Yeah, so
What I want to do instead of doing some shit like that, see you pushing it. Like I can't do that shit. But I want to do the obstacles that you got to go through mad obstacles until you get to the top and you press a button.
nah,
I want to do that shit.
that's
I
too
want
much
to do
light
that
work.
shit. Oh, light work. I perdón. Perdón. Listen, there was a park in New York I used to go to and they had monkey bars. I was a beast in that bitch. I used to thought I was a gladiator. You remember the gladiator? I was
remember
like,
the
come
Gladiator.
play with me. Like, I was a beast in that shit. So I will definitely do those type of challenges, not fucking surviving in the woods. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I mean, it's
Burn the
just
whole wood.
something to knowing you can do it. Like, who knows what the future will bring? Like, the internet crashes, this whole world is over without internet. You know what I mean? Like, we're so dependent on the internet that people wouldn't know how to function without this shit. We're gonna be back to cash and trading shit and
They don't even know how to get to places because they're used to GPS. Like
right,
me and you come from a time where we had maps
right.
and we know how that we navigated through actual paper maps. Like,
Facts.
so I'm just gonna get a map and I'm going to your house because clearly you know how to survive. So you're gonna help us.
Let's go. Let's go. All right. So your boy Druski is back at it again. Yeah, he's got
Can't wait.
a new
I
clip.
can't wait.
Old heads never grow up. It's yo, not for nothing. Like he's making these, like, he has a knack for pointing out like pitfalls in our culture, and then he just makes a video about it, nails it, and just it's
He's a
he,
genius, bro. I'm
yeah,
telling you, people sleeping on him.
let's check this out.
I raise all these niggas. I raise all these niggas. I raise these niggas. I raise this nigga. I raise this nigga. The young nigga look up to me, man. 10 generations of the hood, man. Show love to your hood, man. Y'all nigga come back and feed the streets. Be a big homie to your hood, man. You nigga love me out here. I be that Power 1560 bloodhound. I'm finna start this streaming shit. Yeah, I'm gonna start getting on live mode. Yeah. Bro, you just know how this shit be, bro. Like, I don't ask nobody for shit, dog. Like, I appreciate the unicorn. Y'all send a galaxy. Y'all send a galaxy in the chat.
Same apartment right here with little.
Same shit. That same spot. I was with their daddy. I was with their daddy around that time.
They don't even know what
That
happened.
nigga about this tall, man.
Let's talk about them allegations. How your lawyer be deported?
No. I was facing 40. It was a probation violation. What I went when I raised these folk, man. Hell yeah! I raised these niggas.
From the south, she want me to touch up on her butt. I'm really lost, she take my name.
You done it all the bitches.
My first beating and I drunk a Sunny D. Started lurking with my ski, it was 1 degree. Glock 23 on me, I just wanna
He's
be.
so stupid.
Yeah, what I just did. What I just did, man. I done came down here, bought everybody bottle. I done came down here, yeah. What I came down here and did. What I came down here and did. We come in peace, Allah Akbar. Allah Akbar. No violence, we come in peace. Brotherhood. Family. Allah Akbar. We come in peace.
Breaking news. 5 armed gunmen in head wraps are on the loose in Atlanta for attempted robbery. They are considered armed and dangerous, one of which has a history of murder. The situation remains unclear. Charleston Porter, age 57, caught committing crimes with underage teenagers, now facing several pending charges.
Yo,
Bro, how does he get so many people included in this in these things, bro? Like,
I mean, anybody is dying to be in a Druski video, but he be
bro,
hitting
like,
this shit
even
on the
the-
head.
even
Yo,
the last one. Go ahead.
that guy is in every hood, and there's a lot of them.
It's so funny because there's men like that on my timeline. There's one dude specifically who he reminded me of a little bit. And I'm sure you've seen him. He has like he has like a white eyelid, like a white line around his fade, like he bro. Okay, so you know how the barbers now, they cut you up and then they kind of like give you
Yeah,
like
with the
a white
pencil.
line.
Yeah.
He has that and a long beard, and he talks just like that. He gets into the camera. He swear he fine. Oh my god, he's mad. Oh, like that's what reminds me of. The fact that he can get so many people to act, because they're all good actors. Like the fact that this is it looks like real life because that's what you see for real on social media. When he did the one last week where they were in like the red carpet, it looked like a red carpet. Like you have like even the guy right now that was presenting the news, bro, he's a genius. This guy is out of control. Like I can't wait to see every skit he does. It's so funny.
I'm waiting for him to just do it like a skit show, like how
like
like
have
a Chappelle
he
show.
need a movie or something. Like he's an incredible actor.
Not a movie. He needs like a reoccurring skit show, like in Living Color or like the
Like
Chappelle
SNL,
show, something like that. Yeah, he needs.
where he does skits. Yeah, you're right. Because he's so good at that. He's so good at that. He nails it every time.
But it like the accuracy. But it's like when you think about the things he decides to cover, it's like it's always the shit in our culture that we just need to point out and like stop.
Yeah, because it's cringy. Like
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
listen, I personally sometimes like you know me, I'm always posting. I'm always posting. And sometimes, you know, my daughters, when they were a little bit younger, they were like, "Oh my god, mom, take that down. Like that's so cringe." And da, da, da. And I used to be like, "Bro, y'all hating. Like, yeah, I'm that bitch. Like, y'all just don't even know it. Like, the fuck?" Like, you know what I'm saying? But then you ever go back, you ever get a memory of some shit that you said or something, and you're just like, "Ew, I can't believe I said that." Stop.
Yeah.
Like, so I get it. I get it. So I'm real cautious when I post shit, even now at my age. You know what I'm saying? But I know people older than me that be on social media and being reckless, and I'm just like, oh my god, stop! Someone take their phone away, like,
Yeah,
please.
It's time to let it go. It's
Bruh.
time to let it go. It's over. It's over. Speaking of over, man, these NBA finals. Oh boy,
I gotta rep. I gotta rep every chance I get.
you're gonna find a way to rep the DR, huh?
So we
Man, did you
everywhere.
watch these games? Game 3 was crazy. Trump decides to just fuck up everything and show up for game 3.
He's the reason why we lost. Did you see how like
Man, the aura was off, the energy was off. You know, just thinking about the energy that it takes to boo someone, it lingers in the building. Like it's trapped in there. It doesn't have
they
anywhere to go.
booing and he still listen, the fact that Cardi performed, I don't know why they didn't show the performance.
Well, they never
We
at
got to
basketball
see it.
games, they never show a halftime show on TV.
I mean, we got to see a little bit of Wu-Tang. At least I did. Repping. But I didn't get to see the Cardi one. But when I saw like the cuts that people uploaded, you see Trump in the background recording her. Like, what are you doing? I thought you couldn't even stand that, girl. Like, what is happening? I
Yeah.
feel like he jinxed the whole shit. He decided
the-
not to
you
go
know,
to this last one, and that's why we won.
Man,
but
just think about it. Like the people that worked there, the people that were trying to get into the game, they had to get there 2 and 3 hours early. By the time the game starts, like you're already tired. Like you've been sitting there for 2 hours in a seat, waiting just for the tip off. Like it was all off. Then they're singing the national anthem. He stands up for what the cameraman showed him while they were singing the national anthem. Because now the whole place is booing during the national anthem while the guy is singing his fucking heart out. He's probably thinking he's getting booed. Poor guy.
I know, no, I'm sure he knew we was booing that motherfucker. Like, my daughter's in New York right now, and she told me that they had a watch party like outside this like bar, and it was crazy. I mean, super packed. There was a car that was the shape of a Timberland boot that kept going up and down the street. That shit was fire. You saw it?
Yeah.
Like and every time they would put Trump on screen, the entire block would be like, boo. I mean, I didn't know that they didn't like him that much out there. It's crazy, but yeah.
It's New York. I mean, there's parts of New York, obviously, that voted for him, but not New York City.
Bro,
we ain't with that shit.
But let's talk about this comeback though.
So game 4, boy.
Yeah.
Man, it was bad. It started out bad. Cat gets in the foul trouble early. In the first 60 seconds, he gets 2 fouls. They send him to the bench. They go up 20. By the time the half is over, it's a 29-point lead. everyone's just sitting in the
I know,
garden like
stressing. Listen, let me
stress is the
add.
word. Go ahead.
You know, I haven't watched basketball like that. Like I told you, I stopped watching basketball in the 90s when Spreewell came into the Knicks because I was a Spurs fan. Like, so like I stopped. And last night, it brought me back to how exciting it is to watch a game. I mean, my son was losing his fucking mind, but so
I
was the
mean, of
entire
all the
internet. I
games you
mean,
picked
my
to
heart was
watch,
bruh. That was the most intense game. My heart was pounding. I was just like, I wanted to scream. It was crazy, crazy.
I wasn't happy, but I wasn't nervous because we had done this against Cleveland. The Knicks went down by 22 points and came back to win that game. So being down 29 sucked, but I didn't feel like we were out of it. So I'm just sitting there patient, quiet, just waiting for it. And I just, in my head, I said, if we can get the lead down to 15 or 17, somewhere around there, we're back in this game. Sure as shit. By the end of the third quarter, we got the lead down to 15 points. And then the Knicks
That
just
last
started
quarter
doing it.
was crazy. That last quarter. I mean, did you not get like anxiety watching that last
Oh,
couple of minutes?
by the last 6 minutes of the game, I was screaming at every play. Yeah, I went from like not saying a word for 3/4 of the game to screaming for like the last 6 minutes. It was insane.
Listen, I'm telling you, my daughter's in New York. So for this last game, they didn't go to the bar to do the watch party. They did the watch party at her boyfriend's house. And she cooked. I swear, my mini me, she cooked for everybody. And and they were like deep, maybe like 15 or 20 kids in that apartment watching the game. Anyway, there was a couple of friends that didn't make it to her boyfriend's house, and they were at a watch party at a bar somewhere. One of his friends, when the Knicks won, this bar was at least 7 or 8 blocks away from my daughter's boyfriend's house. He got so hyped and he couldn't control himself that he ran full speed from that bar all the way to my daughter's boyfriend's house, ran up the stairs, banging on the door. When they opened the door, and he recorded himself running from the bar all the way to the apartment, losing his mind, screaming. He gets there, he's like out of breath, and they thought that it was the police because they made so much noise that the neighbors downstairs was hitting with the broom because they was like stomping and jumping. Anyway, he comes running, and he bangs on the door, so everybody stays quiet and everybody's looking to see who it is. And when they open the door, it's him, like, and he's recording and he's like out of breath. So they're looking at him to see what he's gonna say. And all of a sudden he's like, ah! And then everybody was like, like it was so funny. Like nobody spoke, they just screamed.
The
That was,
energy
like, yeah.
is reverberating throughout that city. It's so crazy. Like when at the end of the game, so by what was it? The Knicks were down the entire game. They never led the game all the way until like a minute and 20 left. This was the first time they took the lead. And then even still, it went back and forth. It went 2, 3, 5, back and forth. I got nervous when Hart, he went up, he had the dunk, easy dunk, and then for whatever reason, he was like, let me try and lay it up. And it was just too late and he missed. Like part of me felt like, oh, that was the game right there. I was like, that was our fucking chance right there. And then we get the ball back, we go down the court.
He goes to
Brunson hits another shot. Then they go down back and forth. Then we turn the ball over with 11 seconds left on the fucking clock, and the ball's rolling down the court to San Antonio's side. And De'Aaron Fox jets down the court and grabs the ball. And instead of making an intelligent move and just dribbling the ball to run the clock out and forcing us to foul him to try and stop the clock and sending him to the free throw because they're up by 1 point at this point, his dumbass wants to put the dagger in and make an emphasis on the win and goes and tries to score. and OG Ananobi blocks the shot, outlets it to half court, call timeout. We run a play. So at the timeout, I had to walk outside. I was so anxious, like I couldn't like shake it. I was like trying to shake it off. I went outside. I walked around like in my driveway a little bit, and I just looked up at the sky, and I just felt calm. And I said, "All right, we got it." I went back inside. They inbound the ball. I see them double teaming Brunson. He throws up this deep ass 3-point, and instantly I'm like, oh no.
I know. I
It,
know.
it
I
bounces
know.
off the
But
front of the
then,
rim, and it was the best bounce in the world. That shit just bounced
yep.
straight up. And here comes OG down the middle,
Uh-huh. Yep.
screaming.
Yes. Everybody. Like everybody. There was some bridge where people was at over there in New York, and you can hear from far down people screaming when he got that ball in and we won.
They showed clips from game 2 while they were in San Antonio, where they were having the watch party outside of the Garden. When we won game 2, they were screaming so loud you could hear it across the river in Jersey.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
out of control.
It's
Now, I
wild.
must say, for game 3, there was a lot of like, and you know what? You said this, you called this in our last podcast, because you were like, if they lose, I'm afraid that they're gonna tear shit up. I don't know if you said if they lose or they win, but I know they lost this one game, and
They lost
I don't
game
know if you saw
3.
the news, but
Yeah.
she got bad. Like they beat up on a lot of Spurs fans. Like I didn't like that. That was
I don't condone that. That's definitely too far. But
yeah, like don't be
I
let's
I
not be
think
sore losers. Let's not be sore losers. Like
well for sure. But I also think part of that is clickbaity shit. I think is who's wearing Spurs shit out in the streets in New York. Who's doing that?
why not?
I
I
feel like
did. I was a Spurs fan.
not while the Knicks were playing them in the finals after not having won for 53 fucking years.
Bro, how old are we? It's 2 teams. There's gonna be some people that are gonna be Spurs fan. They should be okay to be wearing their Spurs. They should be able to rep their team
I'm not
with no
saying
problem.
I'm not saying they shouldn't, but they shouldn't.
Man, fuck that. Fuck that. That reminds me of the beef between fucking the Yankees and Boston. Like
That's
you
just
couldn't go to
real.
Boston with a Yankee hat.
And that shit is real.
Listen,
But it's
I'm
re-
so
but-
glad that I didn't go through no shit like that, because I swear to God, if I ever walked into some place in Boston and I just so happened to be wearing my Yankee hat, listen, I can't even tell you. You might as well. I'm never gonna shut the fuck up. I'm gonna
Again,
talk my shit.
I'm not condoning it. I don't agree with it.
It's
All
so
I'm
stupid.
saying is you should know where you're at, and you should know it's the equivalent to being a Crip or wearing blue riding through a blood neighborhood. Like that's really how you should think about it. It's that intense right now.
Nah, that's so fucking stupid to me. That's almost like over here.
I'm not saying
like you
it's not
walking
stupid.
into
I'm just saying that's what it
predominantly-
is.
I know, but it shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be like that, because when we won, we was rubbing it in everybody's face. You know what I'm saying? And the minute we lost, we couldn't take in what we was ditching out. Like I feel like it's the same as in politics.
And that's the problem with it too, because now we got to go back to San Antonio, and if we win there, and the Knicks travel, the last time we played in San Antonio in game 2, like the whole front row like was all Knicks fans. Like when you see on camera, all you see
and
is
they
Knicks
were in San Antonio. Did you see
That
people?
is-
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm telling you. You should be able to wear your shit wherever you are.
Listen, I don't
I'm just saying.
disagree. But what I was saying, I think part of it was, I think some of it was real, and I think some of it was people trying to get content. That's what I
It was bad. Like there was people being stomped on when they were on the floor. Like I saw real videos that was hard to watch. It was out of control.
Yeah, I seen ones
Spurs
where
fans got fucked up.
the cops were there and they were just like they couldn't even
It's
get
too
involved.
much. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was too much. I would
So
just like to say, let's not be sore losers. Let's be good sports about shit. As a New Yorker, I don't want people to think that we can't handle like us. You know what I'm saying? When you take that shit to the chest, we shouldn't be beating up someone because we lost.
I hear you. I'm gonna just say, just be mindful of where you're at. That's what I'm gonna say. That's what I'm gonna say.
So that goes to Knicks fans that go on to San Antonio with their Knicks shit.
Be mindful of where you at. You should always be
Okay.
mindful of where you at. Yeah, absolutely. Especially when you're in a situation where you know you're outnumbered. Like, you know, if you get into some shit, not for nothing, it's just to go to an arena full of 50,000 Knicks fans and there's like 10 San Antonio fans in there. Like, that's ballsy. Like,
bro, you seeing the whole first row in San Antonio. So even in San Antonio, there's just as much Knicks fans as there are Spurs fans. That's wild.
Right, but they have numbers, so they can be a little bit more ballsy. I'm saying that's not the case. That's never going to be the case in New York. It will never be the case where a team comes into New York and outnumbers the New York fans. That's never going to happen.
You're right. You're right.
And
You're right.
you should have that in mind. That's all I'm going to say. You don't have any help.
Let's just not be beating up people. Let's just say, all right, we got the next one.
I agree 100%. We should not be beating anybody
You know,
up.
I don't mind people getting beat up, but if they deserved it, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is, if people are talking shit, okay, let them talk shit. We talk shit. We talk shit. We talk mad cash shit when we won, and they had to eat it. Let's eat it. Let's eat it. Let's show them that we can be.
That's a fact.
That
shit was disgusting. The shit I saw was disgusting. It was bad.
Yeah, it was bad. It was, you know, it wasn't a good, proud moment, you know what I'm saying, to be somebody from up north. Like, I didn't like that. It made us look bad. But so we winning. I told you didn't I tell you I had a good feeling? We're gonna win.
Oh,
so if you bet money, we're winning. Like, for sure. It's definitely in the bag. But Spurs is not going out without a good ass fucking fight. We got to give it to them.
After game 2, there was this kid on the street who said, he said, my mayor's Muslim, my bagels are Jewish.
I saw that.
Christians Dior, Knicks in 4. So, right. So after Knicks lost game 3, obviously we can't win it in 4. So after game 4, when we won, did you see the second time that same kid came out?
Yeah, with the crowd behind him.
Yeah. So he said, he said, my mayor's still Muslim. My bagels are Jewish. The Pope is with us. Something like that. I think he said the Pope is with us. Knicks in 5 or some. I don't know how he rhymed it. It took me forever to figure out what he was saying. I
know, like, towards the end, everybody said it with him and everybody started screaming. But I couldn't make out the last thing he said. But I did hear. I think I saw it on Instagram. If it wasn't on our group chat. I saw it. It's just, I just love when people come together. That's like my biggest thing, to see so many people come together and just celebrate together. It's a good feeling. It's a good thing to watch.
I saw at least 15 different videos before game 4. People were outside of Madison Square Garden burning sage, burning incense.
Stop.
I swear on everything. There were people out there saging the garden because Trump energy was still in the building.
Yo, that's
they had to sage the fucking garden.
As they should, and it worked.
There was mad people out there burning sage and incense and all kind of shit.
Did you see the lady from Law and Order? And she was there.
Mariska.
Her reaction.
She loved her some. She loved her some Jalen Brunson, boy.
She was losing her shit. Mad people started crying. I saw so many people screaming and crying. It was
after OG tipped it in, and the camera just started panning on it. Everybody was like frozen in time, like they couldn't believe what they just saw. It was a moment. I text my son I text my son. I said, "This is a game that I'll be sitting your kids on my lap telling them about. Like it's historic because
it is.
It's the biggest comeback in the history of the NBA Finals. It's never been done
That shit
again.
was so.
I mean, it's not the way I want to win a game, having a comeback like that. But what a story! I'm looking forward to Game 5. I honestly, I hope we win it in San Antonio because I can't imagine what it's going to be like if they come back Game 6 in New York and win it in New York. It's going to be out of control. I'd rather win in San Antonio and just keep the peace in New York.
Listen, I feel you on that. I know people that are buying tickets to New York in case we win in San Antonio because they're gonna do the parade on Tuesday.
Oh,
so they're getting ready. They're purchasing their tickets to get ready to go to New York to celebrate for the parade.
Wow, that's big.
We should go one day.
Nah, I can't be in no fucking parade. That's too many people.
It'll be a movie.
It's gonna be a movie for sure. Damn. Yeah, that would be something to be a part of. I ain't gonna lie.
That was really. I couldn't go to sleep after that for a minute because my heart was beating 1,000 miles a minute.
I was up till 1 o'clock. I was up till 1 o'clock. I looked at the clock and I was like, "Fuck!" Like I just had to,
you're not tired because you're just like
adrenaline pumping.
And then his energy was like. Because
I already know how he is, so I could just imagine.
I was like, shh. He's like silent screaming because Omar's sleeping. So he's like, shh. I was like dying laughing. It was intense. It's crazy.
Omar
it was good. It was a good game. Sleep
in this house.
You had a watch party?
Nah, it was just the two of us here hollering. Hollering.
That's so funny. I'm going on Saturday to my homegirl's house to watch the game there. So
nah, you gotta come with me.
Where are we going?
A watch party up there, up there by Busch Gardens.
Where?
We'll talk about it later.
Okay. Let me know because I was gonna go watch it at my homegirl's house. So if there's a spot, I'd rather go there. So we'll see.
I'll
we'll
send
talk
it
about
to
it.
It's a big spot. It's
dope. Okay, dope.
All right, so the midterms are shaking shit up as well. The Knicks are shaking it up. The midterms are shaking shit up. Let me pull this up here. I haven't seen something like this in a long time. So here is how they're forecasting at this point the way the Senate is going to fall out. So they're already giving 49 seats to the Dems and 5 toss-ups. So potentially,
can you explain what a toss-up is for those that don't know, like me?
A toss-up is where at this point the race is so close it could go either way.
Okay.
So here's an example. So in Alaska, you have the Democrat Peltola with 48.1% and Sullivan Republican 44.5%. This is just based off of polling and all kind of information that they gather throughout the state. But this is where they're at right now.
Wow.
And it's a close race. So this is one of the 5 toss-ups that could fall to Democrats. Here you got Nebraska, you got a Republican and I guess this is an independent here in Black, where they essentially, are tied. Independents up by 0.5 point. Then we got Maine, you got Democrats up by 4 points.
North Carolina Democrats are up by a lot, 10 points. Wow.
Point lead for Democrats. North Carolina got a 10-point lead.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's a 10-point lead.
Georgia got nearly a 6-point lead. And then here we got a few more. Michigan, Republicans are up by 1 point, but it's really close. In Minnesota, up by almost 7 points. Iowa, Republicans up by 1.5 points.
Yeah.
And then Texas, this is crazy. You got Talrico leading Paxton by just about 3 points. So I want to go back to this front graphic. The last it has been I think when Biden was in office, the first 2 years of Biden, the Democrats had 50 seats in the Senate, and then the vice president was the tiebreaker. But it's hard to
Wow.
get
Mhm.
a lot of stuff done when it's essentially a tie. The last time the Democrats had over 50 seats, it's been like 10 or 12 years. So this just tells you like how much the country is rebelling against what's going on right now in terms of how happy they are with Trump. I think the last poll I saw, let me pull it up right here.
What are the grays? Grays
Grades.
is just the grays.
I think those states aren't in this election. They're on a different cycle.
Okay.
So the latest poll, latest Emerson College poll, Trump's job performance is 39% approval, 55% disapproval. And there was another interesting stat I saw. For the first time since the Great Depression, which was 1929 to 1939, more people are moving out of this country than moving into this country. It's the first time this has
Wow.
happened
There was a lot of
in
people that left
almost
voluntarily
100
too, huh?
years.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah. Americans are going to live abroad. They're going to Spain. They're going to Portugal. They're going to Panama, Belize.
Dominican Republic.
Yeah. Dominican Republic's going too. Yeah.
I'm telling you, I'm heading that way. I'm heading that way. I'm even looking at this map because I'm seeing the bottom where there's a likely to be Democrat or leaning towards Democrat. And then for the red, there should like a pink or maybe like a darker pink, but I don't see that shit's a solid red. But on the Democrat side, I see like the likely and the leaning towards Democrat.
Mhm.
Like that's dope. It's
Yeah, so it's
exciting.
definitely
Good
definitely a
stuff.
shift. Like just for Georgia to be, I mean, Georgia's kind of been on the tinkering red and blue, but they've been red for a really long time. For South Carolina and North Carolina, I mean not South Carolina, for North Carolina to be going solid blue is a big deal. That's a change. That hasn't been like that. So there's a lot of shit changing. People aren't happy. And
It's about time.
let's just hope this follows through, because this is the only way we're gonna survive the next 2.5 fucking years is by taking over the House and the Senate and stopping whatever this clown
We got
tries to
this in the
do.
bag too.
Huh?
We just need this term. I said we got this in the bag too. We just need this term to be fucking over, bro.
Yeah, but again, we still got
Mhm.
2.5 years.
I know.
So
Stop. Every time people say that, it's the fact that is that I can't.
so with these midterm elections, because right now the Republicans have full control. They have the president, they have the majority in the Senate, and they have the majority in the House. If the Democrats are able to take over the majority in the Senate and the majority in the House, they can stop a lot of the shit that this guy is doing. So
You know what's crazy? We're in June. We're about to be in July. So the fact that this year went by really quick is crazy. Like I feel like this year's already we're already halfway done through the year. And even with that, it still feels like Trump has been in office for 25 years.
the first year felt like 4 years to me.
That's crazy. Even with time seeming to be passing by us really fast, it still feels like this motherfucker's been in office forever and a day.
Yeah. Yeah. It's I've been through a few presidencies. I've never experienced anything like this. Even
Same.
when we had George W. Bush, it was he just didn't seem very intelligent. He just seemed like a doof. It was embarrassing. I was overseas then, and
And he was considered a bad president. You know what I'm saying?
they were
And I would take him 18 times.
In a heartbeat. What I'm saying is I was embarrassed being overseas. You know, the other militaries that were on our base would, make fun of us all the time. You would hear the shit on the radio, making fun of Bush. So that was tough to survive through in the military in deployments. But I could not imagine what it's like to be under Trump right now. Oh my God.
Bro, out of control.
Yeah.
Didn't he fall asleep at the game?
Yeah.
Speaking of that?
Yeah. He caused all that ruckus to go fucking take a nap.
Shit. Yep.
The fuck?
It's crazy that he talks so much about Sleepy Joe and that all this shit. And this motherfucker forever sleeping somewhere. He's shitting on himself. Nobody see nothing wrong with that. Like, I don't understand where's like the outrage, because God forbid Biden took a nap somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
They outraged in their closet, but they won't come out and say it because that they then have to admit they were wrong, and they won't do it.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. I can't. They remind me of fucking. They're like little bitch bullies. That when they get confronted, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just can't. I need this. I need it to hurry up. I mean, the months are going by quick. Hopefully, I can wake up and we'll be 2.5 years over, and then he'll be gone, unless he dies before that, which would be nice. Sorry, God. Yeah. Not that I wish death upon anybody, but I won't be mad.
No, I definitely wouldn't be mad, but I don't know that would be any better because the vice president is a nutcase too. But anyway, speaking of bullies, did you hear about the mom that bullied the kid that was bullying her kid at the pool?
No, I hope you have a clip. Do you have a clip on this?
No, I don't have a clip of this, and I don't know that I would play the clip if I did. But did you hear this? Did you hear what happened?
No, I don't know. Tell me what happened. Florida woman accused of holding child underwater at hotel police no contest, bruh.
So
okay, what was the kids doing to her kid?
Dunking her kid under the water. So this kid kept dunking her kid under the water, kept dunking him, and he went and told his mom. His mom jumps in the pool, grabs the kid, starts.
Period. I'm not mad at it. I'm mom. Did you see that video? Did you see that video of that dad that went to confront some girl because she was bullying his little tiny son?
No.
And he's telling her, and this is a older kid, taller, older kid. You can clearly see there's a big age difference between this little kid and this one girl. And he's telling her, stop fucking with my son. And they're in a crowd of people, and she thought it was gonna be cute to be sassy and give him like lip back when he's checking her about bullying his kid. So then in front of the dad, she leans over like and squats down to like say something to the kid in front of the dad, and the dad went pat, smacked the fucking shit out of her in front of everybody. Yep, he sure did. She went to bully the kid in front of the dad. I'm a mom. If I'm checking you about fucking with my kid and in front of me, you go to play with my kid in front of me, I'm gonna do the same thing.
I might drag your ass to your parents. Like, we got to go talk to your parents. Listen,
fuck that.
You say that, but say, imagine now I'm sitting at the pool and I look up and I see some chick dunking my kid in the pool. What you think is going to happen now?
You're not going to jump in and dunk his ass too?
No, I'm going to dunk her ass. Well, get your hands off my fucking kid.
If you're the dad of the mom that's the dad of the kid that was being the bully?
Yeah.
Then
I don't know. We scrap it. I don't know what's going on because you as the adult should have came to me and said, yo, get your kid. Or
you as the adult should have been watching your kid dunking my son.
I didn't see that.
Why are you not paying attention to your kid?
Kids are playing. They playing in the
Fuck
pool.
that. They dunking my son. He swallowed like half a gallon of water. So now your son is gonna drink a half a gallon of water. And you come try to check me, and I tell you that your kid was doing that shit to my kid.
I'm not condoning no adult putting their hands in no kids like that. That's out of control.
Don't play with my kids. I don't condone that shit, but I fight kids.
I feel you. I'm right there. I'm right there with you. But there's gotta be steps. And who knows? I don't know that the kid had any adults with him there. I'm just making an assumption. But I think you got to go through those steps first before you just start dunking fucking people's kids in the pool. Because if I look up and I see you slamming my kid under the water, what do you think I'm about to come do to you?
Okay, well, what if it's vice versa? What if you see this kid dunking your son? You're just gonna jump and say, "Hey, let me talk to your dad. Where's your parents?"
Yeah, I'm gonna go snatch his ass up. Yo, whose kid is this?
And what if he gets stupid with you? And what if he starts disrespecting you? And what are you gonna do? Like, because let me tell you, one of the hardest jobs for teachers right now is middle school and high school students. Yeah. And a lot of them put their hands on the teachers. They have zero fucking respect.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to sun the shit out of a couple of these kids so they know that you're not the one. And it only takes getting sunned at one time before you're like, you know what? Let me think about it.
Yeah, but now her ass is fucking going to jail.
That's okay. It's okay. I dunked your kid. What am I gonna do in a couple of days? Like, it's okay.
Nah, she was hold on. She was charged with aggravated child abuse. That ain't no minor thing.
With a good lawyer, she's gonna do what? What do you think?
Yeah, so now I'm paying thousands of dollars for a good lawyer, or because I dunked the fucking kid in the pool. I could have done something else.
Eat it. I'll take it.
All right.
I would. Listen, these are my consequences for dunking the shit out this kid, but I'll do it again.
On this case, I'm not with you. I would exercise other steps before I got to this point. If I had to get to this point, then that would be my last resort. But in this next story,
I don't know if that'll be my last resort, but no.
I mean, I'm at least trying to see if this kid got some supervision here so I could deal with them.
I guess. That's a good way to think. Like, I hope that I can have the mentality to think that at the moment I see somebody dragging my kid underwater. I'm hoping that I can at least gather my thoughts enough and not just jump on instinct. But I feel like I'm going to jump on instinct and I'm going to run in that water and I'm going to fucking drag his ass in that water.
And not for nothing.
That's just me. Maybe not.
Everybody should teach their kids how to punch somebody in the balls. I mean, when all else fails, just kick. You know what I mean?
Or chin check. A nice chin check is okay. Maybe like a body hit, so lungs.
Nothing brings you to the ground like a good swift kick in the balls.
But what if they don't have balls? What if it's a girl? Girls don't do well with being punched in the stomach. And you hit them one time in the stomach, they out of breath. You know what I'm saying? So they can't fight back. They weak. So maybe a good punch in the stomach if it's a girl on girl experience. I'm just saying. Anyway, moving on.
Now, this story here. So I hate even telling this story. I'm gonna play this clip first just so you can see the overwhelming emotion this lady was going through.
Okay.
And then we'll cover the story.
Sou a acusada Érica Pereira da Silveira Vicente das imputações que lhe foram feitas neste processo. Peça-se alvará de soltura se por outro motivo não estiver presa. Meu Deus do céu!
So, this woman's boyfriend, she caught her boyfriend molesting her 11-year-old daughter. And I'm trying to figure out a way I could say this on, she dismembered him. She chopped it off, the business.
Okay. Wow.
She chopped it off and then burnt him, set him on fire. She killed him. And that what we just saw was her them dismissing all the charges. She got released or acquitted. She was acquitted.
Listen, the first thing I thought about when you were telling me, the first thing I thought about when you said she caught him molesting her 11-year-old daughter, that the first thing that came into my mind is it should need to be cut off. So the fact that that's what she did,
Yeah.
it's
She was initially charged with aggravated
problem.
homicide and destroying a corpse. Those are her charges. She admitted to this.
Where this happened now?
This was
Where
in
this happened now?
Brazil. She
Period.
admitted to killing him. She caught him with her daughter.
Period.
And
I mean, what would you do? What would you do?
No, exactly what she did. Exactly.
And
Although
so, in this case, your reaction will be different. The pool thing, not so much.
it's an adult. No, it's an adult. This is an adult we're dealing with.
Well, you're
I
not
ain't
thinking
going to.
about
I ain't going to look for this motherfucker's mommy. No, you getting the
immediately.
Yes, straight to
Immediately.
business. Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
absolutely. Yeah, bro. This is why women, bro, please. Like, how long was she dating this guy for? Like, what's the background story?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, but just looking off of at those the two images that were posted up, like they don't look like they're close to the same age.
He probably used her to be in a relationship because he knew she had a kid.
Like, these are
Yeah, that's a big age gap. Like, he was definitely not in it for her. Like, she probably was his sugar mom, and she brought him. And see, I can't. Yeah, nah, I'm good on that.
I don't want to assume any of that. I don't have those details, but you got to be careful.
But he's dead. He's dead, and
Oh.
as he should be, and as he should be. Because how
he'll never do it
many girls he
again.
did that? Yeah, was she the first, or was she the last? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, she was the last.
Yeah, but how many did he probably abuse prior to her?
No. I mean, I would imagine throughout the case, others probably would have come out by now because he's dead, so he's no longer a threat to them. You know what I mean? So I don't know, but this is from Brazil, so you know the details.
You think here we
I don't know if it goes that way here. I don't think she gets acquitted. I mean, if you just think about the charges, I think they already considered like she blacked out and like wasn't all meant fully there because the initial charge was homicide, aggravated homicide, and destroying a corpse. So it's not even murder.
Wow. So they just dropped the charges. They didn't even like bring it down to manslaughter. They just dropped the charges entirely.
She was acquitted. She was acquitted, found not guilty.
Period. That shit dope. Probably best story in the house right now. Besides the next one.
The legal defense maintained her actions were taken to protect her child. Defense, the jury accepted and acquitted.
Listen,
wow.
There was a story, and it happened in Lakeland, Florida. And there was this dude, also got with a girl, and she had two girls already, and they were her daughters. And I want to say they were together maybe 5 or 6 years, but at this point, the girls are now like 13 and 15, and he's molesting the both of them for years. But the 15-year-old, she wanted to be in a relationship with him. She was ready to, like, knowing that that's her mom's boyfriend. He gets her pregnant. But he's telling her that he loves her and that, you know, he wants to be with her, and that they got to figure out a way to like elope together, because if the mom finds out, you know, she's not gonna let them have. And this little girl was so like okay with it, and wanted to be in this relationship with her mom's boyfriend, that she fell for his story, and she thought that she was gonna run away with him. He like had this master plan, but it was to kill her.
I knew
So
you
he
were going to
killed
say
her.
that. Oh man.
Yeah, did you hear the story? He killed her.
No,
He
but
killed
I just had a
her
feeling you were going to
and
say that.
more child. Um, and I think
Wait,
that
the mom was pregnant?
no, the little
Oh,
girl,
he
the
killed the
15-year-old girl, was
daughter?
pregnant. He killed the daughter. He was hoping that she would want to abort, but because she didn't want to abort, he was like, "I'm gonna have to kill her," because he's with her mom, and he would lose his relationship, everything. And I think they even had a kid together, if I'm not mistaken. But he ended up killing the 15-year-old girl. I don't know. I don't know what happened, but I think he tried to like have his brother help him, and his brother like threw him under the bus, because as much as he loves his brother, he don't condone that type of shit. So he had to testify against his own brother. And then the 13-year-old, you know, the sister also had to testify, and the 15-year-old knew that he was also doing that to the 13-year-old. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy how many fucking sick ass men out here that find little girls attractive. Like, I don't, that shit is so sick to me. But yeah, they're thinking of giving him the death penalty because of the brutality of the murder.
Nah, he deserves a death penalty. This was here. You said at Lakeland?
Yeah, I think it was Lakeland, Florida.
Holy shit. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And the brother was like, "We weren't raised that way. We're not cut from that cloth. Like, I don't condone that shit. We don't tolerate that shit. I love my brother. I don't want to be here. I don't want to snitch on my brother, but I gotta do what's right. And what he did was wrong. It is what it is." Like, it was a hard trial to watch. But yeah. Yep. What would you do? What would you do if you found out your family member, that it's somebody you know you real close with, you find out that they I had that situation. I don't know if you remember this, because this was around the time me and you started being friends. Do you remember me telling you about a story about one of my coworkers that he got arrested? He had full custody of his daughter, who was also 11 years old at the time. He had full custody of his daughter because the mom was like in and out of drugs. We all thought this guy was such a great single dad. Like, he worked with us in Verizon. And he would bring her, and she was a sweetheart, you know. And I remember like a few more times of her coming and visiting the location, or waiting for her dad at our location. I would play a lot with her, and I remember towards the end she was getting more and more timid. She wasn't really talking much, and I found that weird, and I thought it was maybe because she was getting older. But yeah, eventually she had confided in her cousin, and she told her cousin that he was treating her like she was his girl, like his wife. Like, I worked with this guy for over 10 years, and you never know. You never know. We watched boxing, like, movies together. We would have work outings, and he was molesting his daughter, bro. Like, and treating her like that was his wife. Like, he was making it seem like that was his wife. And she told her cousin, and her cousin's dad was a cop. And that's how he got arrested. Yep. You know, and I don't know what happened. I know every once in a while I'll look to see if he's still in jail or what happened, but I don't know what happened to his daughter. And I always think about her every once in a while.
That'd be the sad part. A lot of times those cases, they don't get a lot of time.
No, I think the last time I checked was during COVID, and I saw that he was released, but I couldn't find any info on him.
That's crazy. So that would have only been like 5 years.
Yeah. Because I left there at 2016. And it was right before I quit. And I was there for 13 years. It was like 2 years before I quit.
Yeah, that's wild. And that goes to show like where our judicial system is at, and what this fucking shit's based
But
on.
it's
Like,
also how you never know. You never know. I'm telling you, we went to his house because every time we had fight, there was a big boxing match. It was fight night at his house. Everything seemed normal. He was a little like, he was a little weird at times, but nothing crazy. We just thought he was just like a little quirky like personality, but not to the extent that what he did and what she had to express in detail that he did to her. I couldn't even fucking believe that shit. Somebody you think that you work. We talked about this. We have coworkers that we start to consider friends after a while outside of work, and he was one of those. What would you do? What would you do if somebody you mad tight where you find out that they was fucking raping their kid?
Nah, I don't fuck with that. You gotta go, bro.
But it's shocking, and then you know the kid, you seen them, and you just had no clue. As we all like how we didn't see it, bro. Yep, I'm not mad. I'm glad that she got acquitted of murder, and I'm glad that he's dead, and I'm glad that the first thing she did was cut his shit off, bro. That was epic. Shout out to mom. That's what the fuck you get. It's what the fuck you get.
She followed the playbook.
Yeah, she did. That's the first thing I thought about. Like, I think that's the first thing women or anybody thinks about doing to a pedophile is cutting their shit off.
Yeah.
I think I probably would have fed it to him first, but
shove that shit down his throat.
Bro, sick bitches. Anyway. Yeah, there's a lot of animosity during this podcast, bro.
Yeah, there's a lot of
there's a lot of shit going on.
That wasn't enough. Wildest road rage experience, man.
Yeah, I'm sure you've had your fair share.
I don't really road rage.
But witness, maybe you don't really road rage. But have you seen some shit that was like funny or scary? You know what I'm saying? Like what? You've never seen anything?
I had an incident right around the corner from where I live. This might have been a year ago, maybe 2 years ago. For whatever reason, the car in front of me was like stopping short. I mean, it wasn't traffic, it wasn't a lot going on, but the car in front of me was doing some weird shit. And I was just trying to keep my distance to not get too close to the car. And then the car just turned into a subdivision. Like it was like almost coming to a complete stop in the road just to make a turn. Like it was some stupid shit. The car behind me, it's like wailing on the horn, going crazy, doing all kind of shit.
Because he thinks it's you?
He thinks it's me. Pulls around me, because now by the time he pulls around me, the car in front of me that was causing all the issues is gone.
Oh,
they turned in.
Oh my god!
So he's pulled on the side of me, and he's doing all of this shit, and I'm just like smiling, like, all right.
Oh man, you don't know. Just keep it going. Just keep going, bro. Trust me.
So I'm just riding. So then he zooms up. He pulls in front of me, like mad far in front of me.
To brake check you? I knew it.
And jumps out. No, not to brake check me. He was far, like at least 5 car lengths in front of me. Flies around me, stops the car in front of me, jumps out. So I said, okay. I parked.
He got out of his car?
He got out of his car.
Wow.
But he like took a few steps in my direction, and I did like this. I leaned like to my glove compartment box, and I just sat there. I ain't budged. I ain't blink. I didn't say a word. I just waited with my shit on my lap. And I think he realized what that lean was. He walked back to his car and took off. But man, yeah, people are crazy, bro.
Yeah, people are crazy. I can't. I mean, I'm shocker that I have road rage. Not really, but yeah, I have my fair share. But I'll tell you one story that it wasn't so much road rage on my end, but one time I was taking my kids to school, and I used to go through this cut because I didn't want to go through the main street because there was always a lot of traffic. So I figured out like the little cuts, the side streets. So I went through a little side street, and I'm getting ready to turn on Fletcher. But I'm waiting for the light. I'm the first car in front of the light. So I'm just waiting for the light to turn green. I'm there, and my kids is I don't know if Egnally was the only one awake, but my dog, my Nene and Eliza was sleeping. I'm just there waiting. And as soon as I saw that I can already see the other lights. The yellow is going to the red. So I know that it's about to turn green because I'm paying attention. So right before you hit the gas, you release from the brake, and just from you releasing, your car starts to roll a little bit. So I'm already releasing because I know I'm about to see green. And when it turns green, motherfuckers like behind me. So I brake because I don't know if he was trying to warn me because I'm already like rolling.
Right.
So I brake and I'm looking, and I look through the mirror, and I could see him, and he's like through his car, and he had like a big ass Dunkin' Donut cup in his hand, and he's just like screaming a whole bunch of shit. And I'm looking, I'm like, what the fuck is happening? So I'm looking around to see what's happening. Then it dawned on me that he's still like still, and I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, he was. So I'm like, are you beeping at me? Like, the light just turned green. So I was like, oh, I don't know why I got so mad. I got so mad when I finally realized that he was beeping the horn on me because he couldn't wait. I guess he wanted me to speed as soon as the fucking shit turned green. So I was like, oh, word? Or were you beeping? I don't know why that shit I took such offense to that fucking horn beeping at me. I was like, bet, park the car. Now we none of us is moving, bitch. Now what? Now we sitting here another light. Guess what happened? Now he's mad. He's going like this with his car. He's hitting reverse. He's trying to like go around me. And I'm like, we're not moving. We're not moving. So at one point, I opened the door and I was like, beep it again. Beep it again. We're going to be here another light. Yelling at him. I waited for the light to turn green. I looked to see if he was going to beep the horn. And he was like, fucking move, screaming. But he didn't beep the horn. Because I swear to God, he would have beeped that horn one more time. Park, bitch. Another light.
There's a movie about that shit. Same exact.
Is it with the guy that followed her after everywhere to try to kill her? Well, I saw that. I saw that.
You should have just tooted.
Yeah, no,
it's horn etiquette.
Hard beat. And
I used to be bad like that. Once I started carrying in my car, then I settled down because I know me, and so it honestly, I think most people carrying makes them bolder, but it made me calmer. Just
wrong. I don't care.
But I used to be like that. Someone beep the horn, I'm okay. Now we gonna all sit through this fucking light.
No, it's the bullying for me. Like, even when I'm on the highway and I'm on, the left lane, and the left lane is the fast lane, I'm already going maybe 10 to 15 miles past the speed limit. And then you come flying and you eating my ass because you want me to move out the way for you, but the whole right lane is empty when all you could do is go around me.
Oh, no. You gotta get over. No, you gotta get over. Nah, you in the
I gotta get over?
Yeah, you in the wrong.
Nah, I'm not moving. No.
Because the speed, the actual, and this is an actual law.
I know it is a law.
The speed doesn't matter. It's the flow of traffic. If you're disrupting the flow of traffic, you are in the wrong. You got.
I'm not. Over. He's seeing that I'm not, that he's catching up to me, and this lane is empty. He could just go around me.
No,
but you
it's not for him to go around you. It's for you to get out of the way.
And that's you bullying me out of my lane. That's what I feel like. You keep running up to my ass, like scaring me, like you're gonna hit me, to move me, force me to move out the way. I'm not moving. Go around. In fact, I'm gonna slow the fuck down. You keep riding my ass like that. I'm gonna slow down. Keep playing with me. I can't do that shit. I'll tell you another story.
I feel like if I'm coming behind you and you see I'm getting close to you, you either got to speed up or you got to get out of the way.
No, I don't do that. I be in a hurry all the motherfucking time. And if you're going slow, I'm just going to go around you. I'm not going to bother you. I'm not going to bully you to move. I'm not going to start riding your ass until you move. So I can just go around.
No, it's not supposed to work.
It's common courtesy. Go around. I don't need to sit there and fucking move out of my way for you. I would do it if I see that they're coming, and but if you're bullying me out of the lane, I'm not moving out of the lane. I'm gonna stay in the lane and I'm gonna slow down. And now you're gonna be big man. And now we both late, bitch.
Yo, because the worst thing is when I gotta switch lanes to go around somebody because they just fucking lollygagging in the lane. Now I'm giving you the meanest fucking grill And
Oh yeah, I get it.
I'm daring you to look at me. Just look at me, bitch.
No, I look. I would. I'm looking. What? They flicking me off, bitch. And I'm like, oh, bitch. Okay, but you still got to go. You still listen. One time I was I had just moved here and I was taking 54 to Del Mabry because I would refuse in the beginning to take the veteran, so I would take local to take my kids to school. My kids all went to school in Tampa, and I'm on 54 and I'm all the way in the left lane and I need to get to the right lane because I need to make a right on Del Mabry, but it's bumper to bumper traffic, so I'm just trying, and I have my lights on, nobody's letting me go through, so I finally see a little space for me to be able to shift lanes, so I take it, you know what I'm saying, and I get in that lane real quick, and then I was able to move to the next lane. Well, when I moved into this lane to be able to move to the next one, the truck tried to speed up so that he wouldn't let me go, but I got in it and that shit pissed him off. He almost caused the biggest car accident because he went through cars to try to get back in front of me. I had to break I had to swerve and brake really, really hard to avoid hitting this guy. I mean, we were this close, and I had all three of my kids in the car, and they were all awake because we were listening to music. I couldn't talk. I was so shaken up that I almost crashed with my kids in the car, and then to make matters even greater, we stop at a red light. So I'm in my car and he's in front of me. And I'm like hyperventilating, right? I couldn't even think. I'm like, did this motherfucker do that? Because I switched lane just to be able to get into this other lane. Like I wasn't getting in front of him to stay in front of him. I literally moved. I just got into that lane to go to the next lane. And that pissed him all the way off. I kid you not, I swear to God, you can ask my kids. I don't know what got into me. I parked the car and got out the car and went to his window. If he was somebody crazy, he could have pulled out a gun on me. I was like, I don't know what the fuck. I went the fuck off on him. I cussed him out in Spanish and English. I said everything. I was like, you lucky you didn't hurt my motherfucking kids. I got my kid. Eliza's like, mommy, please. Agnali's like,
yeah, you crazy.
Yeah,
I hate
I won't do that shit now.
There's people that think like it's the worst thing in the world for you to get in front of them. Like it's gonna disrupt their whole day.
I was just any other day that I don't know why it made me so angry that day.
Because
I was just I'm like because you get nervous at that moment. So my heart's still beating fast and I'm like, did this? And it just I don't know why. I just felt like I needed to go scold him and I did, and he didn't say a damn thing. And I swear that was God, because any other day it could have been a psychopath and I was in the wrong going to his car, but
he was on your mama bear shit. He felt the energy.
Yeah. Well, I've seen some real funny ass shit too. I've seen one on Bush, and it was two girls. It was both of them were white girls, and I can't tell you what happened, but I know it was a road rage incident because they both got out the light and they both was like yelling at each other, and then they started a big brawl. Panties, shirts, like boobs, everything came out. People were laughing, recording. They weren't even fighting. They were rolling off. It was like, and just people passing by, looking at it, laughing, and kept going. Nobody tried to stop them. That was on Bush, or like across the street from Busch Gardens.
Nah, I've never seen nothing like that. I used to be bad. I used to be really bad with the road rage, but I'm good now.
You've gotten older and you calm down.
It ain't even that. I'm telling you, it's just now that
you're scared of yourself and that you know what you're capable of.
Yeah,
I
that's
know
what it is. Yeah,
I know. That's also it's growth. You know what I'm saying? And that was what 10 years ago. I've been living here 10 years, so maybe 9 years ago. I can't tell you I'll do that now. I don't. I take deep breaths and I'm like, oh, I'll take into consideration maybe they're in a hurry. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they just got somewhere to go and you never know somebody else's situation. That I try to be open-minded now, but before, bitch, you bullying me? That's how I was taking it. You beeping the horn at me? All them fighting words. Not anymore. Now I'm just like, I should look into carrying. You could carry here in Florida?
Yeah, Florida. Yeah. Well, now as of June last year, it's an open carry state. Not an open carry. Sorry, it's not an open carry. You no longer need a license to conceal carry. So it's not an open carry, but you can.
You just so you don't need a license,
You no longer need a license in Florida to conceal.
but your weapon has to be registered.
It has to be legal, yeah. Registered, yeah. You buy it, you go through the fingerprints, all of that shit, yeah. But that's it.
Okay,
That's all you gotta do.
it's good to know. That's good to know. I might look into that.
Shit goes everywhere I go.
Where'd you
My
go?
buddy, my buddy, my buddy and me.
What is
Got some
it?
shit that'll set fire to your ass. That's all that anybody needs to know.
Okay, I guess you're gonna have to tell me offline though.
Put a plug in your ass. That's all. All that needs to be said. That's it.
Period.
Yeah.
Well, I hope everybody took a really good look at you. Maybe you should tell them what kind of car you drive so they don't fuck with you in the street.
Nah, I don't want to get no. I don't want. Yeah, no. Just leave me alone. I smile at people. I wave. Just leave me alone. Leave me alone. I leave you alone. That's it.
I know you guys are probably too old for shit. You're just like,
I
just
ain't
don't
too
push
old.
me.
I ain't too old for shit, but I just know myself. I have a very short temper, and it
But
gets
you've
ugly.
controlled your short temper.
I've learned.
So it's not that short anymore.
No. What I've learned to do is keep myself out of environments that trigger me.
Ah,
I haven't learned how to control the temper. I just try to control the triggers.
interesting. I might have to keep that in mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
I think we did
is that
it.
a wrap?
I think that's a wrap.
We sure did.
Episode 16 is in the books. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. And
Don't
hey.
forget to subscribe, like, and subscribe.
That's right. And don't let those whack ass motherfuckers fuck with your dope ass energy
That part.
every week. Peace.